Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for watching A Touch of Tarot. It is 4:34 a.m. It's so weird. I just felt like my cards were attached. It's 4:34 a.m. I woke up recently and I was in the middle of or having a dream about a masculine running literally down a street that was empty. There was cars on it. There was cars. There was no people. And this person was running as if they were almost like a professional athlete. It was quite intense. And they were wearing all black. That's like, I saw a beard. Like, it was very like, this person had dark hair, I should say. Um, they were just running, like, I don't know if it's called sprinting, like fast running. And so, anyhow, I was guided to pull cards on it. I sat here in meditation for a bit and I'm like, why are you running? And the only answer I got was, I'm running from a child. But it's not like, not I'm running from it. Like, I saw a child because I looked at the end of the street when I was meditating. I'm like, what is he running from? And I turned down the end of the street and it was a child. Um, but I feel like that's the inner child. I feel like right now the masculines are coming to this point where it's kind of like make it or break it. It's time to make a decision. It's time to take action. And it's almost like, or forever hold your peace. Things are just getting extremely real at this time. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to the communication first. And oh, I can't believe I stopped it right here. When I was shuffling, that is where I stopped it. And it says, I was just reacting to you as if you were my mother, and I know that you're not. So, once again, this brings up from the interview I did with Geoff about the mother wounding. And I do have a part two to that video. I will be posting it on Vimeo, and that way we can actually help support Geoff in his adventures of volunteer work. He's in Africa for 5 months. He'll be in Africa for 5 months. But this brings us back to the childhood issues. I just pick up like a little lost boy who doesn't want to speak, doesn't want to open up, who has their arms crossed. Um, they're just not budging. Wow, it's so interesting. So, right now, there may be a little bit of a battle between the divine feminine and masculine, and it can be an ego battle. Um, your person could be going through stubbornness. Thank goodness. So it says, I think I'm supposed to know how to do this, but honestly, I have no idea. This is the state of mind the masculine is in right now. I have no idea what to do. No idea. Because they're actually in this time of their life. Sorry, let me just turn this down. Or at least let me switch that to something much calmer. Um, they're at this time in their life where a lot of them are, let's just say, the King of Pentacles, or even the King of Wands, taking action, making plans, heavy manifesting. And they're supposed to know what they want to do. They're supposed to know what they have to do to survive. And right now they're in a bit of confusion. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I need my music on. They're in a bit of confusion right now because they know what their heart's telling them to do, but it's not matching with their mind right now. Their mind's fighting it because it's like, how are you this confused? Make the decision you have to make and stick to it type of an energy. So I feel like this is the little boy in the masculine saying, I think I'm supposed to know how to do this, but I have no idea. Hmm. I don't need you to see this exactly as I do, but I do need you to hear where I'm coming from. This, for some reason, is touching me. Like I really felt it inside. Um, you don't need to understand why your masculine is the way he is. You just have to know he is the way he is and accept it. Um, I'm starting to feel that a lot of the masculines are very wounded, very, very wounded. And it kind of goes along with the saying, like, the brightest stars have the darkest shadows, or the deepest shadows, or the biggest shadows. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the biggest shadows. Um, there is so much mother wounding for the masculines I'm picking up right now, and I'm picking up for so many of them, and I can feel it. And I'm getting messages. I don't even really want to relate because I want to keep it as vague as possible. This person does treasure you, and also femininity and feminine energy and feminine figures. Um, but this person may also have their guard up to feminines as well, in general. I'm almost feeling like, okay, I said enough. I said enough. Like I've said what I had to say. So the masculine you're dealing with right now, honestly, is in an energetic field of a temper tantrum. I'm not even joking. Um, Wanting attention in a negative, like going about it in a sabotaging way. I'm afraid to be real with you. It's not just you, by the way. Okay, I knew that card really wanted to come out. Um, what your masculine, if he could speak to you right now, if he could actually open up and say this to you right now, today, he would say, I am afraid to be real with you. And, when we did this interview with Geoff, it was mentioned, have a space, make space for the person to open up to you. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, all I want is for you to listen to me with an open heart. So this person wants to feel welcomed, and I'm sure you are doing everything in your power to not come across judgmental or even standoffish or even controlling. But this other person has their guard up so much, it's like everyone is a challenge at this time. The card that was really forcing itself to come out is, I know you want to repair this, but right now I just need to be in my own space. Please try not to take this personally. I love you. So the masculine right now is needing their own space. They're needing to connect with themselves and realize no one is trying to harm them. No one is trying to get them. I think that a lot of the masculines have taken such great strides recently that now it's that pause moment where you kind of have to reflect and gain your breath back, gain your calmness back, because moving forward is never going to be the same. And I do feel come December time, there is going to be a lot of shifts. There's going to be a lot of make it or break it energy. All in energy or nothing. So what's the overall energy of the collective masculines at this time? Oh my gosh, this card wanted to pop out. It's really interesting. This is a new deck I have, and I actually, as you know, I look at certain cards. I look them up, and I looked this card up today, the Devil. And the beautiful thing about this Devil card is this is the Angel of Freedom. He has taken the chains off of the dragons. I'm just trying to remember what I recall reading. And it said, as you can see, the dragons were never really chained. You know, it wasn't a tight chain. It was very easy to take off. This card actually represents freedom. So the masculine energetically is in this space where he is releasing himself from bondage, and that's bondage of beliefs, and that's bondage of conditioning, relationship. It's any sort of bondage. This masculine is ready for freedom. The feminine, where's the feminine energetically right now? Divine feminine. Thank you. And we have the Page of Swords. So this actually is talking about gossip. But what I'm picking up is that the divine feminine, some of you are actually watching your masculine at this time, and you're actually sabotaging yourself in a sense. You might be going back to old ways of spying. Losing focus, letting fear-based thoughts creep in, because your masculine seems to be in this, and all I saw is space, own space, right? They need to have their own space right now. This could be triggering you, totally triggering you, because at the bottom I'm seeing the isolation card, and so that's about abandonment type of issues. What you need to do right now is to focus your attention on things that will uplift you and keep you in a positive state of mind, not let your fear-based thinking creep in. And this energy for the feminines that do have this going on, it can definitely push the masculine away. Um, I do feel like this woman is very curious because of the word gossip. So you could be wondering and looking into things and trying to get information. And, you know, that never turns out good. So the main issue with the masculine, or that we need to look into right now, the Empress. So this can literally, with the indifference card here, this can literally be about the masculine who is with someone. The card often depicts a mother. This can be someone the masculine has been tied to and who he is right now releasing himself from because there is indifferences in this relationship. Um, it's no longer a satisfying relationship because it is the Four of Cups at the bottom. Both of these people could be, or the masculine could be freeing himself and this other person in a sense, or this angel could be coming down freeing these two people from each other. For some reason, I'm picking up at this time some of the masculines may be going through separation, but they still may be in the same residence. So this could be part of the reason why the feminine is triggered to question what is going on at this time. This could be part of the reason why the masculine needs their own space to deal with everything that's happening and process everything that's happening in their life. For the feminine, what do we need to know right now? The star. The feminine has this wish. And look at it, we're still at the same card, the indifference. But she is picking up on the same energy of not getting along right now. But I feel like it's not getting along with herself. She really needs to focus on her wish, on her dreams. She needs to give herself more love. She needs to actually give more love to others because what you give out, you get in return. So, right now, the feminine's major issue or dilemma or whatever you want to call it is going within and recharging. Okay, because we know the feminines are doing very well. We know the feminines are very healthy. Sorry, my feet are falling asleep for some reason. The feminines are very, in general, they're in a very good state of mind. But right now, at this time, I see um, the feminine has the energy of gossip around her, and you have to not lose hope in your wishes, in your dreams of for yourself and for you and your person. And at this time, this masculine is releasing himself, regaining freedom from, it really could go back to this mother wounding, actually. Because now I'm thinking about it with the Empress card, it really could go back to mother wounding that this masculine is releasing himself from. Very interesting. So what is the challenge going to be for the masculine? Okay, I'm just going to take the top. So the challenge for the masculine is going to be within the reflection, within the going within. So the masculine is going to have to do internal work. He's really going to have to take a look at the buildup he has of conditioning beliefs. Just, I hear systematic reflexes. So maybe he continues to go back and, get himself caught up in the same thing. But the challenge for him right now is going to be the internal work and the internal victory. And for the feminine, her challenge right now. The Nine of Swords, stress. So you see, with the heartache, the feminine doesn't want to get hurt again. The feminine doesn't want to go through this again. And it is really clouding your thoughts, okay, everyone? And like, I think that even for some of you, maybe you're gonna say it's not, no, I'm good, I'm fine, I am focused. But I think that there's a lot of creeping in, and therefore you're very much so like this. And the goal is to be as close to the middle as possible, um, to create and feed the best manifestation um, grounds. Like that's how you're going to create the grounds you need to manifest what you want. But you are worried about being hurt again, and we're back to this, right? This indifference energy is huge. You're worried about being hurt and being and not being released, this year is what I hear. A lot of you feminines are like, I want this change this year. Like, I want to go into next year clean slate, knowing where I stand. Okay. So I'm going to pull one final card for both. Um, so the final message from the masculine in regards to the feminine, like from him to her right now. Oh my gosh. And it came right over here, guys, on the feminine's area. So it's love. And I hear your masculine feels you. Your masculine knows what you're going through. And your masculine does send you love, guys. And to be honest, like, sorry, I just need that music. To be honest, even as I say it, I feel overwhelming emotion. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man, and that just says, it's not the time right now, but this is about the angel of prophecy. So this is written in the stars, okay? And for the feminine towards the masculine, what does she, maybe she have her response to love? Like, what is it? Yeah, it does want to come out. How beautiful. Nine of Cups at the bottom. Oh, we have two cards. The feminine to the masculine. The feminine is quite aware deep within her heart that this is the person that she wants to be with. This is the angel of power. This is the high priestess card. Um, deep in this feminine's soul and heart, when she is not in this dark space that she's in right now, for some of you, she is the high priestess, and she does know that this new beginning will come in, and there will be a revival, um, a retrieval is what I'm hearing as well. Best friends uniting, innocence returned. It will all come back. It will. And with the Knight of Cups there, the Nine of Cups, sorry. I'm tired, guys. But this will be a blessing that will be coming in. And it will be equal for both of you. And then there will be that shared energy. Okay, guys, this is huge and this is beautiful. And I just wanted to post this because the dream and seeing that, I knew there was a message. And I really kind of feel that this masculine is dealing more than anything, even if they're dealing with a karmic, they're dealing with mother issues. Okay? So that's the real problem here. That's what's led to it all, I think. Like, that's really what's led them on this journey, um, and getting involved with the people they've been involved with. The Empress I just put in there. It's a part of healing their mother wounds. So, and releasing themselves from, I hear, karmic ties, but also lineage ties. Um, I'm really enjoying this deck. I'm picking up a lot of energy from it. So thank you all for being a part of this. Okay. Bye for now.